Good evening, everyone. It's so wonderful to see you all again in this session. Today, we are going to know about accounting entries in Tally Prime Part 2. Now, I would like to extend a special welcome to our eminent resource person, Mr. R. Gautam, sir, researcher in taxation, accounting, and finance from SRM University, to take over the session. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Ma. Thank you so much. And good evening, all. So happy to meet you all on this day 4 of
Thank
5 days
Good
work.
evening, sir.
Good evening, good evening,
Good evening, sir.
good evening, good evening. So happy that
Evening,
I
sir.
get responses. Yes, good morning, good evening. So we are on this day 4 of accounting using Tally Prime, right? So today we are going to see a completely different set of problem that we are going to work out today, and tomorrow being the last session, we will discuss tomorrow about inventory aspect and the reports aspects. So with which I think tomorrow we will conclude our 5 days even successfully. So without wasting much of your time, let me start sharing my screen, and just let me know, is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, perfect, fine,
Yes,
good.
sir.
Yes. So this is the kind of problem that we are going to work out today when we have these kinds of a thing. How we can pass these kinds of entry mm, in Tally Prime software. So let me go and start Tally Prime. Okay, that's great. And now what I'm going to do, since we have already worked out certain entries yesterday in this, I don't want to create a confusion. So I'm going to go and click select company, right? I'm going to click select company, and now I'm going to take National Traders of Hyderabad for the problem that we are going to discuss today. Yesterday, we passed journal entries in the books of National Traders of Tamil Nadu. Now, today, for the problem that we are going to discuss today, I'm going to utilize National Traders of Hyderabad. So, again, this is really confusing me. So, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to check National Traders of Tamil Nadu. So, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go here, click Shed Company. Once I click Shed Company, I will select National Traders of Tamil Nadu and double click on it. Yes, now it has went off successfully. So the next step for me is just to pass the entries. Right now, you have these kinds of a thing, right? Where you have a trial balance, and it should get along with that. So the first balance is cash in hand. I already told you there are two ledger accounts which are by default it is there in Tally Prime. What are those two ledgers?
Cash account and profit and loss account.
Excellent, right? Cash account and profit and loss account. These are all the two ledgers which are by default there would be there. So first balance that we have here is cash in hand. So how to make this entry? This is very simple. Just go to your tally, and what you find under masters, you have three things. What are those three things? Create, alter, and chart of accounts. Now, since this cash ledger is by default, it is present in the Tally Prime software. You just instead of clicking create, you have to click something called as alter, right? You have to click something called as alter. Can you notice anything here? Can you notice anything here? Yes. What could you notice on this thing? From create.
letters not cards, sir.
Excellent, ma. Beautiful, beautiful. Right? Wow. Certain letters are bolded. So what does that mean? Right? It means they are the shortcut keys here. Say for example, in the first letter create, which letter is highlighted or bolded?
C.
C, sir.
C. So if I click C, it will go to master creation. Can you see master creation? What is the letter here?
A.
A, sir.
So if
A,
you
sir.
click A, it will go for alteration. What is the letter create highlighted here?
H, sir.
H.
H.
So all these are shortcut keys, right? That's why they have highlighted those things here. So now we have to enter the cash balance. So let's go to A and click ledger. So already once you click the ledger, you automatically find what? Two ledgers which are by default there. One is a cash account, another one is your profit and loss account, right? So just click on this cash account and keep pressing enter, and here only you have to enter that particular amount. What was the amount?
540.
540. So
540.
we have to enter that 540. Now tell me, cash is a debit balance or a credit balance?
Debit balance, sir.
Debit balance.
Why debit balance?
It's not a debit balance, sir.
Because the real
Asset.
account, what comes in debit.
Okay, debit what comes in. Okay, then
It's an asset.
excellent. It is an asset, right? So that's why people say debit what comes in is also related to real account, right? Debit what comes in, credit what goes out is also related to real accounts, and normally real accounts represents assets. So that's why it is a debit. And moreover, in the problem also, what they it is stated only on the debit side. Okay. Now, next comes cash at bank. This one we have to create. Okay, this one we have to create. So what we can do? Go back, press escape. If you press escape, it will go back. Just click on this masters and click create. Right, once you click create and click ledger, right, click ledger and click bank account, right, click bank account and choose what you have to choose for this.
Bank account, sir.
Yes, you have to choose bank account. If you have the details, you can enter, but here no details are given. So I'm just going to make this as no, and 2630 debit, right? Bank will also be debit.
Current assets.
Yes, current assets. So yes, so the next balance is created. Okay, the third one, right? The third one
Purchase.
is purchases. Purchases how much? 40,675. So I'm going to go back, click create, click ledger, and create an item called as purchases. And here you have something called as purchase accounts. It's not applicable. So I'm just going to 40,675. Okay, so done. Then, so I'm just highlighting everything so that I don't repeat. Next comes patents. What is mean by patents?
An intangible asset.
Intangible asset, good. Then
Kind of copyrights.
copyrights, but that is something different. What is a patent?
We are manufacturing, sir. So that has an patent. டிசைன்லாம் வந்து நம்மளுக்கு அதே மாதிரி தான் இருக்கணும், இன்னொருத்தவங்க அதை காப்பி பண்ணக்கூடாதுன்னு சொல்லி பேட்டன்ட் ரைட்ஸ் வாங்கி வச்சிருப்போம்.
Granting properties.
Super, 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 right? See, patents are normally given for innovation, right? You invented something new, as somebody rightly pointed out. You invent something and you don't want others to copy it, so you go for something called as a patent. Patents, right? It is for protection of your innovation, right? Say for example, now I am inventing a vaccine, right? I'm inventing a vaccine, or not the, don't worry about vaccine, I'm inventing a medicine to cure COVID-19, right? And I don't want others to copy it, right? So what we'll do, I will apply for a patent. So once that is done, without my permission, people cannot copy, right? Without my permission, people cannot copy, right? So that is a patent. The same thing, right? The same thing, if it is happening in the in the form of art, music, books, right? Intellectually, right? Knowledge oriented thing means, then it is called as a copyright, right? It is called as a copyright. Then the same innovation, right? The same innovation, I am trying, say for example, I am representing it in the form of a pictures or logos or symbols which is not at all existing, then that is called as a trademark. How many of you have seen Windows symbol? Microsoft Windows symbol, how it will look like? Have you seen Microsoft Windows symbol?
Yes, sir.
How it will be?
4 square, sir.
Yes?
4 square, sir.
Four squares. And below that four squares, what will come? If you have observed Windows XP, you would have remember. But now I think it is not coming. In Windows XP, if you are used Windows XP, right, it will come. Below that symbol itself, they have below that symbol they would have put something like this, right? They assume this as a 4 square circle, Windows symbol, and below that symbol on the left hand side, sorry, on the right hand side, you would find this term TM. What does that mean?
Trademark.
Trademark, which means nobody else can use such kind of a logo for their business operations. Clear? So that is the patent. So let's go and create patent. So patent is what?
Intangible.
Intangible asset.
So do we find intangible assets here? No intangible asset. Then how would you classify it? There is no intangible. In IE, you have only income, direct income, indirect income, direct expenses, indirect expenses, and investments only. Back end.
Non-current asset.
Yes?
Non-current assets.
Non-current asset. What is the other name for non-current asset?
Fixed asset. Fixed asset.
Fixed asset. Right? Fixed assets. So patent, what is the value of patent? 7,500. So let's enter 7,500. Okay. Then salaries. Right. Next comes salaries. Okay. Right. Next comes salaries. Salaries is what?
Indirect expenses, sir.
Indirect expenses.
Excellent. Indirect expenses. How much salary? 15,000, I guess.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
15,000.
15,000. So debit. Then okay. Then this one also we have done. Next one is general expenses. What is general expenses? 3,000. Alright. General expenses. General expenses. This also indirect expense. How much? 3,000.
3,000.
3,000.
Okay, 3,000. Next comes what? Return inwards. What is mean by return inwards?
Sales return, sir.
Sales return, sir.
Why it is called a sales return?
Because it's a return inwards, sir. Inwards.
Indirect means you sell out and it is coming back inside your business, right? That's why it is a sales return. Good. Okay, sales returns, right? Sales returns, where would you classify?
Sales.
Yes, sales. Okay, what is the amount?
600.
It is debit balance or credit balance?
Debit balance, sir.
Debit balance, right? Yes. Then this one is done. Wages 8,480. Wages is what?
Direct expenses.
Direct
Direct
expenses.
expense.
Good. Direct expenses, right? 8,480. Okay, 8,480, and it's a debit balance. Good. Fuel and power 4,730. Fuel and power. This is
Miscellaneous expenses, sir.
miscellaneous expenses. Why?
Direct.
Indirect expenses, sir.
Indirect expenses. Why?
So it's direct.
You have given me three options: direct expenses, indirect expenses, miscellaneous expenses. Which one is right and why?
It's direct expenses because it appears in trading accounts. Sir.
Okay.
No, sir, it's a indirect expenses, I think, sir, because we have used it for, it's not directly connected with the production. So fuel and power is used in factory, I think, so it's indirect expenses.
Good. I will come back to you little later. Then miscellaneous. Why you said as miscellaneous? Yes. Somebody told miscellaneous. Why it is miscellaneous?
So
Okay.
expense done out of business can be said as
Of
miscellaneous.
business. Okay. Say yes. My answer to the second one, where it is not directly related to production.
Yes, sir.
Why it is not directly related to production? Because you said it happens in a factory, right?
Yes,
Where
sir.
production will take place
In fact, sir.
in factory. Then how it could not be related to production? For production, what do you need? For production, what do you need?
Power and fuel.
For production, you need power. To make the machines run, what do you need?
Fuel, sir.
Good. Right? Now tell me this direct or indirect expenses.
Okay, so
Direct.
that,
It is direct expenses. Right? Good. You are nearly to the right answer, but you should understand the collation. Very good attempt.
okay, sir.
Okay, I appreciate you. Right? And the person who said the direct expenses, not because it is appearing in trading account. The real reason is this one only. Okay, you should also understand this. Tomorrow in
Yes,
an
sir.
interview, somebody asks you why fuel and expenses is classified under direct expenses, means you should not tell, sir, it is coming under trading account. So direct, not like that. Why it is appearing in trading account? Because it is related to production only, it is appearing in the trading account. How it is getting related to production? Without fuel, machinery cannot run, right? And without power, factory cannot function, right?
Okay,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, this is how you have to give the answer. Okay, direct expenses. What's the value? 4,000.
4,730.
Okay, 4,730. Excellent. Then carriage on sales, carriage on purchases, right? Carriage on sales, carriage on purchases. Okay. Carriage on sales. So tell me what kind of expenses?
Indirect
Indirect
expense, sir.
expenses.
Excellent. Why it is indirect expense?
Because the
Because the
expenses are
product
occurred
gets
during sales,
finished,
sir.
sir.
Yes.
The product gets
Expenses,
finished and the
expenses are incurred during sales, sir.
yes,
Okay,
sir.
good. Then some other answer I got.
Sir, the production is completed, sir. It goes for the sales, so we cannot.
Excellent. Good, good, good. Both answers are correct. The first answer is also correct, and the second answer is also correct. Okay. What could be the other name for carriage on sales?
Carriage outward.
Carriage outwards.
Excellent. Carriage outwards. Good, good. Right? So 3,200. Then carriage on purchases. This one?
Direct
Direct, sir.
expenses.
Direct expense.
Good. Right? It is a direct expense. It's a direct expense. How much? Carriage on purchase? 2040. Okay. So 2040 debit. Okay, beautiful. So we have done these two. Right? Done. Next comes what? Opening stock.
Opening stock.
Okay. Opening stock. Opening stock is also, it will come under which category?
Current assets, sir.
Current asset,
And also direct expenses, right, sir?
direct expenses. Why it should not be stock in hand?
Sorry, sir. I didn't see that option. Stock in hand, sir.
Stock in hand. Now tell me, will it come under stock in hand? Will it come under stock in hand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
No,
Which
it won't
stock
come,
you
sir.
will show under current assets? So what does it say? Here, it shows current assets. Which stock will come under current assets?
Closing stock.
Closing stock, not opening stock. So better put it under direct expenses itself. Okay. So what is the value of opening stock? 5,000.
5,000.
Yes, 5,000.
760.
760.
5,760. Fine. Good. So this is also done. Buildings.
Fixed assets,
Fixed
sir.
assets, sir.
Good. Buildings. Right, buildings. Fixed assets. Where is fixed asset? Yes, here. How much buildings? 22,000. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So 22,000. Good. Then freehold land. Which one? Freehold land is what?
Fixed
Fixed
assets.
asset.
Yes. Good. Freehold land. Right? Freehold land. So that's how much?
10,000.
10,000, sir.
10,000.
10,000.
10,000. Okay. Good. Then machinery. Machinery 20,000. Machinery is what?
Fixed
Fixed
asset.
asset.
Okay, fixed asset. How much? 20, no?
Yes, sir. 20,000. Yes, sir.
20,000. Okay. Investments 10,000. Okay, investments. So where will you put investments?
Fixed asset.
Why we should not use this?
Sir, if it's a trade investment means we can't consider as a current asset, sir.
Ah,
It's not mentioned here, just investment, so we are considered as fixed asset, sir.
yes, you are absolutely correct. But here you have also have a separate category called investments. Can you see?
Okay, sir. Oh, sorry, sir, I can't
Because
see,
that
sir.
is available, we can use it. But nothing wrong in
Okay.
classifying fixed assets also. But in
Okay,
the
okay, sir.
context of thing, uh, fixed assets means assets which are immovable. Okay, which are immovable. But say for example, you are investing in shares and it is for long term, right? It is for a long term. Then what you did you? You cannot put it under current asset. You cannot put it under fixed assets also. That's why tally.
Non-current asset.
That's why they have given us a investment. And
Okay,
today,
sir.
most of you would have observed, often they also don't use the term fixed assets, right? Especially when you take the Companies Act, all such things, they avoid using the term fixed assets, right? Instead, they use something called as current assets and non-current assets. Have you noticed that in company accounts?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. So investment. What is the value of investment? $10,000. Right? 10,000. Debit. Okay. Then insurance 600. Right? Insurance. Insurance is what?
Indirect expense.
Indirect expense.
Indirect expenses 600. Good. Then drawings. Drawings 5,245. Right? Drawings 5,240. So drawings will come under which thing?
Capital account.
Good. Capital account. Sorry. Will come under capital account. What is the value?
5,245.
5,245. It is what balance? It is what balance?
I think is it a credit balance or debit balance?
Yes.
It's a credit balance, sir.
How drawings is the credit balance?
It would comes under the credit balance, sir.
It will come under debit balance, right? It is like a withdrawal, so change it to debit here. That's all. Because you have classified it under capital account, it will show here as credit, but you have to change it
Yes.
to debit.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then sundry debtors, sundry debtors 14,500, right? 14,500. Sundry debtors. Put it under sundry debtors. How much? How much?
14,500.
14,500, huh? Yes, 14,500. Okay. So that is also. So now we have completed all the debit balances. Okay. Now let's move on to the credit balance. What are all the credit balance? Sales 98,780. Right? 98,780 only, no? 98,780. So sales, put it under sales account, right? Then
98,780.
98,780, right? Credit 98,780. Return outwards. What is return outwards?
Purchase return.
Return outwards. Purchase return. How much? 500. Debit or credit?
Debit, sir.
Debit or credit?
Credit.
Credit.
Credit, sir. Credit.
Yes.
Because debit balance.
Okay. So then capital 62,000. Capital. I will put it under capital account. Right. 62,000. So this is also credit. Okay. Now this one is also correct. Then sundry creditors, how much? 6,300. So sundry creditors, where is sundry creditors? 6,300. I think this is no. Right? 6,300 credit. Okay. Yes. Then what is the final thing? Rent. Okay. Rent how much? 9,000. So rent is what?
Income, sir.
Indirect
Yes.
income,
What
sir.
kind of income? What kind of
Income.
huh?
Income, sir.
Yes.
Indirect income, sir.
Indirect, sir.
Indirect income.
Indirect.
Yes, 9,000 credit. Now you can check out here itself. Right? What is shown on the top here?
Total opening balance.
Total opening balance, debit side how much?
Debit equal to credit, sir.
1,76,500. Both are equal.
Good. So, which means your trial balance is tallying. There is no problem in your trial balance, right? There is no
Yes,
problem
sir.
in your trial balance. In case if you find anything different here, which means your trial balance has some error. Okay, your trial balance has some error. Okay. So now in our case, there is no such error. So just press accept. Okay. Now let's click on this configure. Right? Okay, let's come to this little later. Okay, now we have entered all the data which are there in the trial balance. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
We have been
Now
entered.
we have entered everything. Now we have to proceed towards adjustment. What is the adjustment? First adjustment is stock in hand, that is nothing but closing stock, which is 6,800. Right? So for which we have to go to company, click this features, make this as yes. Right? Go to company, go to features, maintain inventory, make this as yes. And keep coming down. Right? Go to alter, go to ledger, go to your opening stock. Right? Okay, sorry, just give me a minute. Okay, I could not find anything here. Okay. Mm, okay, fine. Now what you can do, right? You can just go to alter, go to ledger, and just click on opening stock. Right? Opening stock. Click more details. Okay, it is not available here. Show more. Okay, that option is not available. Okay, just let me give me some minute. Let me check here. Okay, here also not available. Okay, no problem. Then we will go the other way. Okay. What we can do, you can just go back and create a new ledger, a new grouping called as closing stock. Right? Closing stock. Closing stock. Closing stock will form part of what? Which one?
Stock in hand.
Stock in hand. Right? Okay. Just what is the value? 6,800. Right? 6,800. Okay, I could get a message. Okay, oh, feedback form. Fine. Okay, fine. So you can just, right? Yes. Yeah. So, okay. So this is the first one. What is the second entry? Machinery is to be depreciated at 10% and patents at 20%. Right? So what is the journal entry for depreciation?
P&L accounted or to depreciation, sir?
Yes.
P&L to depreciation, sir.
P&L to depreciation, no.
Depreciation
Machinery
to assets.
depreciation, sir.
Depreciation.
Depreciation account data to machinery account. Is it correct, sir?
Yes. Right? Now that is correct. Right? It is depreciation to assets. So what we have to do, you have to go to the voucher and click journal voucher. Right? You have something called as journal voucher. Journal voucher is a voucher where we will pass
Adjusting
entries.
entries are possible.
Yes. So we have not created depreciation account. So once you click here itself, you find on the top what? Create option. Can you see? Yes?
Yes,
Can you
sir.
see that
Yes,
option? Yes or no? Create option on the top.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Just click create and create depreciation. Right? Depreciation is an indirect expense. Right? Now, what is the value? 10 percentage on machinery. What is 10%?
2000. 2000.
How much?
2000.
2000.
2000.
2000.
2000. To now I think we have machinery account. Right? To machinery being machinery depreciated at 10%. Okay, done. Beautiful. What is the next thing we have? Salaries,
Patent, sir.
outstanding
Sir,
salary.
So patents.
patent also there, sir.
Okay.
20%.
20%. What is the value of patent? What is the value of patent? 77,000
7,500.
into 20% means what?
1,500, sir.
1,500.
1,500. So again depreciation 1,500 to patent. So being right being what you have to put?
Patent depreciated at 20%.
Being patent depreciated at 20%. Okay, good. What should be the next entry? What should be the next entry? Okay, let's take insurance include rupees 170.
So salaries.
Salaries for the month rupees 1,500 outstanding. What is the journal entry for outstanding expenses?
Salaries to outstanding expenses.
Salaries account debtor to salaries account debtor to what? What is the journal entry?
Outstanding salaries.
To outstanding salary. So outstanding salary will appear on which side of the balance sheet?
Liability side.
Liability. It is a current liability. So this cost it, that's all. Being salaries outstanding. Being salaries outstanding. Okay. Then insurance includes a premium of 170 expiring on 31st December 2016. So what this is? What?
Prepaid, sir.
Yes.
Prepaid.
Excellent. Prepaid. So what is the entry for prepaid? Right.
Prepaid insurance account debit to insurance.
Good. Prepaid insurance, which is it will come under
Asset.
Asset. Okay. What kind of asset is it?
Current asset.
Really?
I think is it fixed asset, sir?
No, current assets only. Okay, so prepaid insurance, how much they have prepaid?
170.
170 debtor to insurance.
Insurance account.
170 being insurance prepaid. Okay. Then bad debts. 725. What is the entry for bad debts?
Bad debts
cash.
account debtor to 200.
200 data, sir.
So let's go and create. We already created bad debts. No, only.
No, sir.
Okay, bad debts. Right, bad debts is an indirect expense. Right, so by bad debts, how much?
725.
725.
5 to
Two Sunday debtors.
2 sundry debtors, being bad debts charged on sundry debtors. Okay. Then rent received in advance. What is the journal entry?
Rent account data to rent received in advance. Is it correct, sir?
Yes. Right. Rent account data.
But it has been coming in advance, sir. So
Yes.
I think is it a rent account data to rent received in advance, sir?
Yes. Rent account data. What is the value?
1000.
1000 to rent received in advance. Is it a asset or a liability?
It's a liability.
Good. Received in advance. It's a liability. And so let's put it under current liabilities. And yes, being rent received, right? Rent received in advance. Okay. Then what else? The last one. Interest on investment is accrued. What is the journal entry?
Interest account data to incurred on investment account.
Hmm. Really? Any other answers? Any other answers? Is this correct? Any other opinion?
Sir, interest account debit to accrued interest account.
Interest account data to, okay.
So cash account data to interest.
No cash.
But it doesn't come,
Accrued
sir.
interest account data to interest, sir.
What?
Accrued interest account data to interest.
Accrued interest account data to interest, right? So accrued interest, we have to create a ledger. Accrued interest, right? Which is an accrued interest, right? It will come under which side? It will come under which
Income,
side?
indirect income only, sir.
Income, sir.
Indirect income. It will come in asset or liability, accrued interest.
Asset.
Asset.
That's sir.
Put it under investment. Okay, next item only it has to be credited. What is the accrued interest amount? 2000. Okay. Now we can create a new ledger called as interest, which is an indirect income, 2000. Okay, being accrued interest on investment. Okay, so all things done. So let's go to profit and loss account and just change this period. Right, change this period. Click change period and click 31/3/2021. Sorry, 2022. Right, and now can you see? Right, let's check whether everything is correct. Let's just click on and make this, right, in the top you have something called as configure. Just click on this configure and make this detailed. Okay, now let's see. Okay, sales return, okay. Purchase return, okay. Carriage on purchases, fuel, power, opening stock, okay. Rank, pages, okay. So whether everything is correct?
We have been entered all the entries, sir.
Yes. Yes, pa. What is the thing?
Nothing, sir.
Okay, everything correct?
Ah, yes, sir. Is it correct, sir?
Yes. Okay. But I could find one error. What could be that error? What could be that error here? Can anybody identify?
So opening stock is coming again in direct expenses.
Excellent. Right? Opening stock is again coming in direct expenses. Okay. Then what else? One error you are identified. What could be the next error? What could be the next error? Yes.
But we have to check the insurance amount, sir.
Insurance. What is the value of insurance? Okay, insurance is 600.
Yes, sir. Insurance
Prepaid
is
we used to deduct, right? 600 minus 170, how much? 600.
430.
Huh? 600 minus 170.
430.
430. Okay, good. Can you see insurance? What is the value? 430. Correct only, no? Anything else? Which you can.
So opening stock value in the beginning is wrong.
Opening stock in the beginning is wrong. Good. Right? Opening stock in the beginning is wrong. Why it is wrong? Why it is wrong? Can anybody tell me why it is wrong?
Because amount has been changed. We have to check it out, sir.
Yes. Amount has been changed. Which amount has been changed?
Closing stock amount. We have to check that, sir.
Okay.
I have been
Closing
thinking.
stock amount is changed. Okay. Good. So, what was the mistake that we did there? That was my question. Because I was deliberately making that mistake so that I want you people to understand what it is. Right? What was the mistake?
சார் நம்ம ஓப்பனிங் ஸ்டாக் வந்து டைரக்ட் எக்ஸ்பென்சஸ் தந்தோம்ல சார், அதனாலயா சார்?
Okay, opening stock we put it as direct expenses. Good. Then what else?
So while recording the closing stock, I think the date was not right.
Date was not right. Excellent. Good. Good. Then what else? How did we classify closing stock? We classified it as what?
Stock in hand.
Okay, stock.
Current asset.
How did we classify opening stock?
Direct expense.
ஓப்பனிங் ஸ்டாக்
Okay,
இன் ஹேண்ட்
what is
சார்.
the difference between a closing stock and an opening stock? What is the difference between a closing stock and an opening stock?
Change in inventory.
Okay, change in inventory. Excellent. Which means, so do you think opening stock and closing stock are different? Right?
Yes, sir.
Do you think opening stock and closing stock should be recorded, should be created two different ledgers or only in the single ledger? what we have to do? We created, now what? We created two ledgers, right? We created something called as what? Opening stock and closing stock. Two ledgers. We created a separate ledger for opening stock and we created a separate ledger for closing stock, right? Opening stock we classified as direct expenses, closing stock we classified it as stock in hand. So my question is that logically correct? Is that logically correct? Right? Is that logically correct?
No,
Why no?
and whatever it is, it comes under the same ledger.
Whatever it may be, it is coming under the same ledger, right? It is the same ledger. Stock is same. What is opening stock? What is closing stock? Right? Nothing but that is the opening balance. This is a closing balance. That's all. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So what you have to do? Okay, just go back here, alter, go to ledger, right? Let's go to opening stock. Let's go to opening stock and press Control D. Sorry, Alt it. And just delete this. And we have closing stock, right? Just closing stock. Now what we are seeing in ledger alteration? Can you all see the screen? Ledger alteration screen.
Yes, sir.
So just change it here. What is the opening stock balance for us? What is the opening stock balance? Here, 5,760. Yes or no? Hello? Can you all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes. What is the opening balance? Okay, sorry. I'm presenting only one screen. Okay. Let me share my full screen. Yes. What is the opening stock value? 5,760. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So just make it here 5,760 debit. Then make this 31/3/2022. Okay. What is the closing balance? Now tell me what is the balance of closing stock? 6,800. Right? And just enter. Now you would see, right? Now you could see. Yes. Now can you see? Now this is correct. Can you see opening stock coming here 5760, closing stock coming here
Yes, sir.
5760. What you have to do, just click on this change period. Click on this period and change this to 31/3/2022. Now can you see the difference?
Yes, sir.
Closing stock 6,800, opening stock 5,760. Now
Yes,
can you
sir.
put wrong? Now just look at this detail. Okay, and now you could find everything coming, right? So this is our final one, right? So with this, I would like to conclude today's session. If you have any doubts, you can ask me.
Sir,
No
I have
doubt, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
so
Yes,
sir, shall I tell the doubt, sir?
yes, please.
Sir, I have a last doubt, sir.
Yes,
In trial balance, patent, it would be comes under the debit balance or credit balance, sir.
debit balance. It is an asset only, no?
So how it would be comes under the debit balance, sir? I couldn't know, sir. I couldn't know, sir. Today I have been asking, sir.
Patent is also your asset, right?
Okay, okay,
All
sir.
assets shows debit balance.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
So how can we rectify any mistake that we have done in our ledger entry, sir?
See that you can go to the trial balance, and if you keep, or if you have done anything in your ledger, you can have an option called as alter. No, just now we made one mistake in what? Opening stock, right? We made one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So what we did, we went to alter, deleted that opening stock, then we go to the closing stock, made the alteration. That's how you can do it.
Okay, sir.
Yes. Any other questions?
No, sir. It's clear.
Okay, fine. So the session is over to the organizers.
Thank you, sir. Thank you again to everyone for being here in this session. I hope we will meet at tomorrow's session. Have a great night.
Okay, thank you all.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much.
Thank you, sir.
Tomorrow is our last
you,
day
sir.
of the workshop, so kindly attend without fail. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Sure, sir.